My name is Nadiia. I am 25 years old, and now I live in Germany. Before the war started, I was live in two Ukrainian cities, in Kiev and in Kropivnitsky. It's in the center of Ukraine.
And how was the daily life there before the invasion?
It was a perfect day. It was birthday of my aunt. We had a lot of fun. We were in restaurant, and then when I come home, I was watching TikTok video, and it was a lot of videos about before the war started, people to say a lot. Maybe it can be, maybe no. And I watched a lot of videos, and I think what can be if war will start. You know, before the war start, our government said you must prepare your the most important things. So, for example, your documents, your main luggage. So it's warm clothes, it's documents, and other things. But we didn't think about it seriously. So we thought that something can happen, but not in so в такому стані.
Not so intensive.
No, so intensive, and not in whole Ukraine.
Yeah.
Fortunately, I was in the center of Ukraine. I must go to work this day. I remember it good. It was Thursday, and I woke up at 4 a.m. Because of very loud sounds of military planes, you know. And I didn't hear it before, and I was living also alone. My father live out of the city, you know, and it's nearly 30 kilometers. And I called my father and said, I hear military planes. He said, yes, I think the war starts. So I was crying a lot. I was called all my friends, all my family. Then I go to my family in the city. It's my aunt, uncle, niece, sister, and maybe 3 or 4 days I was there. We were in basement. It was very cold, and it was very scary. So then, 27 February, I had my birthday. And in this day, I knew that my father must go to the war, and he must be in army, like soldier. Again, I was crying a lot. Then maybe for 2 weeks, I was staying in Ukraine. And then I understood that my family is only my father. So another family, it's not so close for me, you know. And then I understood that if my father is not with me, is not nearly, maybe I don't need to stay here because I don't have some reason for that. So I have a remote job. And I think that I can go to, for example, to Poland or for Georgia. I like Georgia, and just stay for 1 or 2 months there. But we decided with my, it's okay, it's like monologue. Maybe you have some questions. Okay, that I speak a lot.
Yeah, you can.
Okay, and and then we decided with my sister. She's adult, and with her daughter, my niece, we decided to go to Germany because we have friends there. It was so difficult to go through abroad, you know. And then we came to Germany. So like that.
So it was really fast that you decided to go to Germany with the three of you, or?
It was a decision for maybe 2 hours, you know.
Okay.
So we just stayed in Ukraine 2 or 3 weeks. I don't remember. And then I said, you know, it's very difficult. You hear these sounds every time. You are afraid of every sound, and when it was explosion, for example, yes. I decided, yes, it is better. I will go. It doesn't matter for me. My family wants it or no, but they say we can go, so we will try.
And so now you're already living over a year in Germany, if I'm correct?
More than 1 year,
Yeah,
one
more than
year
1 year.
and 2 months. Or so.
How is it to live in Germany while in your country it's never safe?
Now, now I accustomed to live in Germany, but first day it was really good. So you have clear sky, yes, without planes, without some explosion, and but you can't feel some happiness or something more because you know that your family, that your friends, that your all your people who is important for you stay in Ukraine and they can die every moment. So I check the news every time. I know in which region my father was in this time, yes, and I check the news about this region. And also, I was crying when I know that it was something terrible.
And are you in daily contact with the people in Ukraine, or
Um,
do you try to be as much as possible in contact?
Yes, I try. You know, for me, it's good because I'm Germany. I have internet. I have strong, як буде, electricity. Yes,
Electricity, yeah.
electricity. But when it was in this winter, we had blackout. Yes, because Russians are crazy and they decided that they can do it and it can change something. A lot. I was 3 times already for this year in Ukraine, so I go and come back to Germany. And when I go in this winter, when I go home, and I was ill, and I didn't have electricity. I didn't have warm water. I didn't have warm in my flat. So of course it's very difficult. And for people which stay in Ukraine when it was blackout, they not every time can be online, you know, and call and everything. But I try to do it every day.
How does Germany welcome the people? How was it for you? Did you feel welcome?
From Germany, yes. You know, first time we were staying in our friend's house, and it was something difficult for us because um, first time they tried to help us, but then no. And we were lived there for 2 months, and then my family come back to Ukraine because you know, maybe for you know, because you live in Europe, but for us it's difficult. It's another mentality. Yes, it's strong, cold people in Ukraine. It's not the same, and you are alone. You don't know German language. You can't do something. You don't understand nothing uh, um, about documents, about how it works. It's a very big level of bureaucracy, and of course it was difficult. But anyway, I must say thank you, Germany, because this country did a lot for Ukrainian refugees, and yes, it was like welcome, herzlich willkommen.
If I'm correct, Ukraine was every time getting closer to Europe. I mean, with the mind, they were closer to Europe. Was Europe what you expected to be?
Він питає, чи приймуть Європу, а що?
Ні. Що українці все ближче і ближче ментально до європейців. Чи Європа виявилась такою, як ти собі це виображала? Ну, як...
I must think.
Of course.
I never thought that I want to live in another country.
Mhm.
So I thought that Europe is, I know there's bureaucracy, there's biggest level of life than in Ukraine, for example, yes. But I never think that I will live, for example, in Germany or in USA, maybe for short time, but not for long time. And now that when I came there and I live for a long time, yes, it's not short time, I'm not sure that I want to stay there. And about how I imagine Europe, I didn't think a lot about it. I have been in another country before the war started, but not for living. So only like tourist, like.
And you still see it as something temporary, being in Germany. You want to one day get back to Ukraine?
It's a very difficult question, because now I have new life in Germany. I have new friends. I have work, a job. I know in normal level now German language, so it's easy for me. But mostly, of course, I want to live in my country because it's my land and it's my people. But now I'm not sure. I can't say sure.
Okay. And you're also PhD students right now?
Yes.
Which education?
I research strategy communications in business process. I was PhD students 2 years. I started to be PhD 2 years ago.
And you're still doing the same PhD?
Yes, of course. I like it and I want.
Did your vision on the way you look at your PhD or at the world, did that change you because of the invasion? Is there a before and after?
Yes, of course, because when the war finish, when we will win, it will be very hard time for our economy now also, but then more. And I think it will be useful for Ukrainian business, and I wanna to have in German, for example, a foreigner experience, and I wanna to put in Ukrainian economic and in Ukrainian business process.
So if I hear it correctly, you're determined to do something with the knowledge you have to help your country.
Yes, of course, definitely.
And your vision on life, did that change when
after the war?
Yeah.
Yes, of course. Before this day, I had a lot of plan. After this day, I have a little bit plan, but I'm sure that it can be changed every day. So, and of course, I understood that some things, for example, like money, like, I don't know, cars, flat, and another one, it costs nothing because, for example, you had flat and here is Russian rockets, and in the next day you have no flat, And now I think another Ukrainian people understood that the most important things are your family, I don't know, and also, now Ukraine, it's like our big family. Yes, we have a lot of problem між нами. Between us, between our people. Yes, it's about Russian language, it's about Ukrainian language, it's about who prefer Zelensky, who know. But anyway, we still one family, and we feel now it's so good. Unfortunately, the price for it is so big, yes. But we have no choice. We just need to be together and do everything what we can do for our victory.